Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors.
And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Travis. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 2.
21G. Tua sets up to pass it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Whoa! Watch it, Oscar.
Tua going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Back to throw. Travis going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well-designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give, running right, Achane. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Achane. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This now a 3rd and 4. And 2 is going to change things up. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. Again, he'll drop to throw. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily done.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to pass. Tua.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off-play action. Travis. He'll let this go for Adams. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From midfield, here's Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Tua. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go. H.M. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Travis flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Dolphins 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll send the tight end in motion. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Flush to his right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on second down. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
20, TX.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 7. In motion, Hill. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle on that play by Quinton Williams.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Throw caught by Achane.
Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. Achane hit, and the ball is out.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And some room to work.
Now he's into the clear again. Breece Hall.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Tua going to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 8. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Operating from the gun, Travis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Running left, it's Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jets, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.